What's up, YouTube? It's Route Combo, and today I'm bringing you all an episode of Grading the Sub. I'm playing against MrForeignNinja, aka I Snipes Drew. He's a sub who's always been like the first to comment on almost all my videos, and so a few days ago I asked him, if he had Xbox, if he wanted to get a game, and he said yeah, and I told him, I'll make this grading the sub episode, and I just want to say to y'all, I appreciate the support and all the comments and feedback y'all say, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And even if I don't respond, I try to respond to all the comments. But I definitely notice them, especially if you've commented on multiple videos. And so it definitely does pay to reach out and ask for a game or just comment on the videos or whatnot. And so here we have it. It's grading the sub, and I took the Lions, he took the Bengals. And for all of you new subs that don't know what grading the sub is, it's a little series I started in NCAA this last year, and it's pretty much where I play y'all. I play my hardest, play to win, and kind of like tournament style, and I give it my all. And at the end of the video, at the end of the game, I edit it and look over it, and throughout the game, where especially at the end, I grade you. A+ is the best grade you can get, and I grade pretty tough. I'm definitely not an easy grader, because I played against a lot of the great players out there, and I played with some bad players and everything. So I definitely try to give it a fair analysis, and hopefully at the end of it, y'all can take something from it and improve your game, and that's kind of like the whole point of it is most likely I'll go on YouTube and search for a Madden tip or whatnot, trying to look to get better at the game. And so that's kind of like the whole point of this is. So let's kind of get to the game. I'm up 10-7 on them, and we're having a pretty good game. This is actually the first time I've played with the Lions, I think, all year long. And Matthew Stafford turned out to be, oh man, he was a killer for me. He ruined everything. But look at this big hit fumble, which was huge. Going into half, at the minimum, I'm going to get a field goal and be up by 6, or go up by 10 points. And right here, he hits me with a nice corner route. This whole first game. Oh, I don't think I told you all that. This is I played him in 2 games in a row, so I'm going to put both these up there. And so going up, I could have gone up 6 or even 10 points at halftime. Instead, I try to weave back in and make a miss, and I got a big hit fumble, and then it hits me deep. I got burnt, which is man, dude, that was a bummer. But this guy, right there, Stafford, just with the overthrow, so he got a huge stop right there. This guy's Drew's defense wasn't. I never felt threatened by it on either the first or second game. This first game, he definitely got a couple stops on me that it was nice. He sent a couple nice blitzes, and every once in a while it caught me for surprise. But right here you see another huge play in this game. He's up 14-10. He has control of it in the third quarter, and he throws a pick 6. I take it to the house. A huge momentum changer, and he got down there, but I thought it kind of a lucky catch by AJ Green, but that's what happens in this game, and AJ Green's a beast anyways. But you see right here, that's a really nice pocket presence, seeing my blitz and being able to throw it to the flats. But so I'm up 17-14. He ended up getting a couple stops on me this game that I wasn't expecting, and I felt like I should have. I need to come out of the second half and put a drive together and put points on the board. Instead, I got stopped for like 4th and 23, and that still right now is making me a little bit mad. And right here, I put Calvin Johnson on a fade route and try to throw the inside pass lead inside. And I guess he didn't have inside position too well, but you can undercut it really, really well in this year's game and undercut the defender and get the completion. But Matthew Stafford threw a pretty bad pass, and then I wasn't able to jump the defender. Defender made a really good play. So I'm up 17-14. I threw a huge crucial pick. It was beginning of the fourth quarter. I was going to be able to go up by 10 points or at least get a field goal out of it, but instead I throw a pick, and he takes full advantage of it. So now I need a touchdown, and I can't even settle for a field goal to tie it up or take the lead. because of another missed opportunity on my part. And you see right here he had he had Superman right there on his back and was able to get a nice stop on me once again. That was the second stop of the game, minus the interception he had that I wasn't. I just got to play. That was just me not executing, and I felt like more than anything. So I get a touchdown, Calvin deep. He showed blitz on a lot of his plays, and so that left one-on-one coverage. And a lot of times he played deep over Calvin or whatnot. But that's gonna be game one. I scored and made it. All I had to do was get an onside kick, but with my luck, I never get those dang onside kicks like everyone else does. But this game, I decided to roll with the Eagles. I didn't want to lose this game. I was a little angry that I felt like Stafford let me down. I let myself down, and so I wanted to play with the Eagles and just air it out all day. And I made some pretty good adjustments in the second game. You see right there, I got a pick. He loved doing this corner route, and he also did a nice little wheel route on me, and he had a really nice, effective offense. But right here on 4th and 8, I go for it, and I'm up 7-0, and this would have been a huge conversion. But you see, Michael Vick underthrows LaShawn McCoy. If he threw it in stride, it definitely would have been a first down. And the drive would have kept going, and I would have been at least gone up by 2 scores. So that was definitely an unfortunate break. But I was able to get it back, and I burnt his zone right there. And Michael Vick threw a dot. Thank you, sir. And this is just a makeshift screen. And B was wide open, but I don't think I set my feet well enough. And then I was able to hit him with a crossing route right there and squeeze in for a touchdown. So I'm up 14-0. This is the start I was looking for in the first game. I've made some pretty good adjustments to his offense. You see right there, he pretty much threw into triple coverage. And one thing that I would tell him he definitely needs to work on is he needs a little bit more plays on offense or a little bit more variation. I feel like I was able to do a good job of making the proper adjustments from the first to the second game. I felt like he kind of did the same thing and didn't make too many adjustments. And so right here, it's 4th down and 6. I just decided to punt on the ball. I was up 2 scores. I feel like my defense was playing pretty solid this game. I made some pretty nice adjustments, and so yeah, so everything's going pretty well right here. He just throws up, launches it up right there, and see what I'm talking about. He has that awesome corner route. And I remember that play. I was doing all my adjustments, and I could not make all. He quick hiked me, and I wasn't able to get my man out there to guard that like I wanted. And so he was able to get that. He had a nice little turbo blitz right there. It looked like, but his defense. I felt like he had some nice blitzes. His coverage defense was all right as well. I felt like I never had trouble scoring though. Was the problem? I never felt like threatened to look at LaShawn McCoy. You get him, sir. And his one weakness on defense that I did not exploit enough in the first or the second game was definitely his run D. His run D was definitely lacking, especially when I would come out in passing formation, audible down to a run. So he needs to. I feel like he needs to have a little bit better of a run D, and especially when he knows I'm going to run it whenever I audible down. He needs to probably set a pretty good audible that will lock up the run. So that's something I would tell him to do, is make sure to put a really nice run D in his audible, so audible 2 whenever people audible down into a run. So you see right here, he's playing solid defense, 3rd and 22, and all I want to do is get some yardage to be able to kick a field goal, because I was up 14 points, and I just want to make it a 3-possession game. Anytime I'm up 14 points, my whole goal that drive on offense is to make it a 3-possession game. And I was able to do that, and the adjustments once again on my defense was right on point, and he threw in a double coverage. So I was able to get the pick. So I'm kind of having my way with him this game. That first game, he played a really nice, solid game. I felt like I had some bad adjustments on defense to what he was doing. I was just kind of running my defense and not adjusting well. And that's something you definitely can't get in a habit of, is just using your the same plays and not making the proper adjustments to what your opponent is doing. But the game lagged out. I don't know why he got excessive grieving, so I guess I got that win. But his offense, I'm going to give a B overall. He had some really nice route combinations, that corner route, those wheel routes and whatnot, and he picked out my blitzes better than most do, and his play calling was real nice and balanced. His weaknesses was he didn't have necessarily a money player or enough explosive plays on offense, and his adjustments in the second game to what I was doing on defense, I blitzed a little less, was something he definitely needs to improve on. So on defense, I give him a C, and y'all might think that's a little harsh. He definitely had some nice blitzes and some decent coverage defense, but I didn't ever feel threatened to be able to score on him. And his red zone defense was definitely something that was nice. But his weakness was run defense outside the red zone. He needs to have more of a go-to formation to mix in coverage and blitzing, and he needs to get away from giving away blitz pre-snap.